Here we are again, Nathan Thomas talking to you live once again for all of you who want to become a massively better footballer without having to rely on strength, speed, and your ability to jump. We're talking about what's in between your brain, what has made the likes of Zidane and Iniesta and Kagawa and Kleb and Fabregas and Silva and Isco and all these players who are not fast, not strong, but still when they're on the pitch have the ability to affect it and ultimately be the best. That's what I'm here to teach you guys. So this video, I'm just pretty much going to talk about things like the issues this will solve to become a massively better footballer, right? So a lot of people, they just look at the sport, and I see more similarities with basketball and hockey, the way football is being played, where it's just an up and down sport, up and down from end to end. There's no control, there's no thought. We don't want to play that. So on an individual level, we need to understand how we can keep control of the game. And from a team perspective, we need to understand momentum and the importance of keeping possession. And that's what I am here to share with all of you, these intricate details about the game, which really separates the best from the good players. It's decision making and their thinking and their overall understanding with the game. Now, for myself, I grew up in London, England, you know, a place where football is everything. And I've traveled all over the world. I've seen the mentality and I've seen how the game is played and coached. And, for me, it's pretty sad because, people still think long ball. Remember back in England, we got this saying, have it, when we kick it out. But that's pretty much how everywhere plays. In the US and Canada, it's all long ball, just no control. And that's what I see. And it's really disappointing because we are in an age where there is so much potential talent, so many great athletes available, but don't have the correct coaching of how to play the game, how to create space, passing angles, how to press as a team, why to press, why to play it safe, why to play two touch, where to dribble, where the best places are to dribble and where you should not dribble. People don't really understand this. And for me, I've been playing at all levels, but one thing I found is that no matter, I played with players that are really good, but just because they're really good doesn't mean they understand the game. And that goes back to my point of you can be a great player, but you doesn't mean that you're going to be a good coach. Doesn't mean that you can relay your thoughts of what it takes to play good as a team or individually to another person because you just might not have that understanding. And that understanding is what my number one goal is for those aspiring players, those coaches who want to help multiple players, and those parents who want to give their children the best chance of getting a scholarship or reaching their maximum level, right? I do have courses for those of you who want, the fitness aspect of the game. That's great. That's a huge aspect. But for this free course that I'm giving out online, this is focused on what I consider the most important part of the game is what is in between your head. Do you know the dark arts? Do you know how to keep possession? Do you know how to defend as a team? Do you know how to play from the back? These are the differences what make a great player versus a good player. And the biggest thing is that, once you understand these things, it'll be a bit of a lonely road because at the end of the day, like I said, no one really knows this. When you're gonna play pickup, when you're gonna play rep or any kind of level, people are still gonna play long ball. They're still gonna do triangle passes through balls when you want the ball to feet, right? I always find it funny when I play pickup and I come short and people don't know how to pass accurately. Or because they don't know how to pass accurately, they'll pass it forward and tell you to run when you just want the ball. If you look at Messi, you pass it to his feet. You don't pass it in front of him, you pass it to his feet. So these kind of things is what I really want to hammer home so that all of us can play the beautiful game. It cannot be just Spain who realizes that keeping possession and passing is a good idea. It shouldn't. It's not. It doesn't take rocket science. It shouldn't be just Pep that understands triangles and passing. It's not limited. And the beauty of it is that once again, everything I'm talking about does not rely on speed, strength, or your ability to jump high. It's about your understanding, your first touch. Your first touch is very important. Why your first touch is important. Knowing space, creating space, passing angles, knowing how to defend. I see so many bad mistakes when it comes to tackles in the box, giving away penalties for no reason. All these things. This is what I want to teach to you to become a better player. Now, for me, how am I going to get this done? Well, the first thing is to really shift the mindset of what you think a good player is. Because a lot of people, they just look at goals and assists and just think, oh, that's what makes a good player. But if we looked at goals and assists, and Xavi and Iniesta and Pirlo are just not good players. But anybody who's watched the game and seen the game would understand that is not the case. And that is what I want to bring to life with the intangibles. Karim Benzema, if you want to talk about a striker. No pace, not necessarily strong, but what makes him a quality player? That's what I want to show you. So we want to shift the mindset. We want to raise the IQ. One thing, especially in the West, it's really bad. In England, they're pretty good, very good for it when it comes to communication. But I've noticed outside of England, in English-speaking countries that play football, they don't know how to communicate. They don't know what come short means, or to drop back, or to step up, or man on. They don't know these terms, which is crucial when it comes to playing at any level, especially a high level of football. Right? So I'm going to raise the IQ. We're going to give you real life examples of players that fit this profile so that you can become a better player once again without relying on your speed, strength, and ability to jump high. So once again, the big idea, I want to teach you individually how to become technically better as a team, how to understand the game, how to play better, because it's called the beautiful game for a reason. It's only beautiful once you play beautiful. It could be very ugly, as we all know, and it can be just a war out there. But once the game is played right, two touch, it's very simple. Thomas Müller, another name that comes to mind, is not necessarily fast. He was pretty quick, but not necessarily fast. He's a big guy, but not necessarily super strong. But what made him great? It's his decision making and his ability to play two touch. Very simple. All right. And for those, like I said, of you who want to go that extra further, I do have a fitness course which focuses on recovery, power in the your midsection, your butt, your power to be able to move, your strength, conditioning, all of that. Have that available. But that really is nothing else. You can honestly find that anywhere else. The big difference of what I'm teaching is between the ears. I don't see anybody else doing that. I do have coaching courses. We can set up a call if you're an individual player, if you're a parent who wants to give your kid the best opportunity. We can set up a call anytime. I'm looking to teach. I'm looking to give this knowledge because, like I said, it's a shame when I look around, when I see what's going on at the grassroots level, especially when the opportunity is so big right now. You see the investments pouring in the U.S., in Saudi Arabia, the Premier League. There is money to be made. There's no reason or is no coincidence that, the term Project Mbappe has come about, because there is an opportunity for those who learn the game correctly at a young age to take it all the way to the highest level with the correct understanding, with the correct coaching, with the correct mentoring. And that's what I'm giving now. I'm looking to mentor anyone and everybody. You don't have to be a good player. You could be brand new. I can teach you how to play teach you how to dribble, teach you how to turn, shift, and shoot, how to pass, how to receive the ball, how to do a lot of things, how to defend, why these things are important. Because, like I said, you might be good at these things, but you don't know why it's important. Therefore, you wouldn't be able to relay this information to someone else. Therefore, you're not really a leader. Therefore, you wouldn't be able to coach. You couldn't lead a team. That's what I want you to become, a leader, a high IQ player. Okay. So, once again, have a course, different levels, but if you want more information about becoming a better footballer without relying on speed, strength, and your ability to jump high, please tune in, subscribe, and check out the channel.